He's not exactly sociable.
Follow me.
Do I have a Nautilus spell scroll? No. Every year you're hyped on Sylvester.
This text is about magic spells.
Still don't understand.
What plans do you have for me?
This is the library. These books contain much wisdom. Once you have read these books and learned the ritual that opens the door to the convocation, then we will talk again.
I have read all the books.
I have...
Is that so? Then you can tell me the title of the second book you read. Falsehoods are easily discovered. It is the truth that is hard to find.
Here to find out about the main gate. I need to know when it will be opened.
I heard you're in charge of it.
Plain speech is useful, but some may consider it rude. No matter. Master Palace will open the gate for you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Recruit,
What are you doing here?
what are you doing?
I'm looking for a book.
Any book in particular?
It's called Wisdom in Combat. The monastery's supposed to have a copy.
Would you mind if I looked at that book?
Would you...
By all means. I need to rest my eyes in any case.
I mean, thanks.
Interesting.
You like reading?
Yes, I read a lot. And write a lot.
You write books?
Books, no.
Not really, no.
Scrolls. I make sure the Order always has enough healing scrolls.
Depends.
I spend most of my time doing that, actually. In the writing chamber.
Well, I don't think that I
And I
do.
also train and practice with the crossbow.
The crossbow?
We don't use them in warfare.
Well, I'm not quite
The
sure.
truth is, I'm
Give me
damn
a
good at it,
clue.
and I enjoy it.
Are you good enough to train me?
You don't hold back, do you? But yes, I can train you.
Can you tell me about the components for light healing?
Of course. Many here are wary of strangers, but with the chaos going on, I say we're all in this together. I mean, you don't look like a spy, but spies don't, do they?
It's for Master Illumar's test. That's why I need the ingredients.
It's
Ah, so you are certainly one of us. Well, you're working on it. I'm looking for wisdom in combat. If you'd
Just
be
give me a
able to
second,
bring
guys.
me
Gotta
that
check
book,
out our link.
I'll tell you everything about the scrolls.
"17 minutes. Well, I'm not gonna. Oh, firework. Ah, it's firework. I see. Woohoo! Here, a copy of Wisdom in Combat.
Hey, you got it.
It was in the cemetery.
It was in...
What was it doing there?
They're collecting lots of artifacts and ancient knowledge there.
Even in times of turmoil, the Inquisition should respect books. A lot can be solved with books, but that's not your fault.
Hyped.
I owe you a favor.
What are you guys going to do with New Year's Eve? Or do you guys don't know that yet? It's still a long way, to get there, but it's fast over than we might like. So what do I need to know to be able to create a scroll of light healing?
Well, for that, the ingredient you'll need is a healing herb.
What can you teach me? You can teach me strength. Improve my strength capability.
I want to be stronger.
That's the way.
And now I don't have the gold anymore. How much gold do I still have? 200. I've got some stuff to sell. You're hyped for the party. Drinking! Well, that's one way.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
rich man. I never
There's something
purchase
here about
firework.
magic.
You know, it's expensive for one, and for second, you know, when I see fireworks in the sky, it's always like, you know, there goes 10 euros, there goes 50 euros. Besides, I don't have the money to purchase it. You know, if I was wealthy enough, I would have purchased it for 600 euros on vodka. And that's a lot of vodka. Ah. The art of levitation.
The mage places himself in a floating state. He moves only with the power of his mind. As long as he concentrates, heights can also be overcome. However, this requires more concentration. Now, who could teach me to pick locks? This text is about magic spells.
Is this game long?
Now, who could teach me to pick
About the
locks?
same size of Gothic 1, give it a take. Now about the same amount of
Any
time.
mechanical lock can be opened by
But it
will,
all depends how
regardless
fast
of
you
how
go,
complicated
you
they
know.
are.
But it's give it a take equally long. The only thing is now I have to do about 250 quests. And that's the only thing that's going to take a long time, you know. But once I've got it, I don't really need it. It's one achievement. Let's open chests for free. Do. Was a chest there somewhere which I couldn't. Okay. What would be the next game? Risen 2 alongside with Gothic 1. So I'm gonna combine them, you know, because whether I like it or not, I have to redo it. But I'm not gonna do all three pass and run, you know, before going to the next game.
Now, who could teach me to pick locks?
Telekinesis. But Risen 2 will be coming after this particular path, and that's also one of the moments where I will say, okay, let's redo Gothic 1 alongside with it.
Switches and
So I'll be
levers which are
doing
far away
50-50,
can also be
you know.
activated. That's something to know.
Since I have to redo them.
Now, who could teach me to pick locks?
Let me get opening locks again. Levitation.
Interesting. There's something here about magic.
Mahor.
This text is about magic spells. There's something here about magic.
And you know, while I'll be doing Risen 2 and Gothic 1, after I beat it Gothic 1 I will go to Gothic 2. Once I'm done with Gothic 2, I will go to Gothic 3. Once I'm done with Gothic 3, I will go to Forsaken Gods. Once I'm done there, I will go to Gothic 4. But I will not do all 3 parts before I'm going to go to the next game. Because, you know, it took me a lot of time to actually be able to do that.
There's something
And
here
in
about
the end,
magic.
it was all for nothing. So I'm not gonna redo that. I'm just gonna make sure that I
This text
at
is
least
about
completed
magic
the
spells.
series one time, you know, and if people want the second or the third run, you know, they can ask for it on my new YouTube channel. But I will be doing Risen alongside with Risen 2 alongside with Gothic, with Gothic 1, Gothic 2, Gothic 3. Because, you know, even though I do not like it, I have to redo it. I still have to redo it, you know. So I'm gonna go for 50-50. Now I'm only playing Risen, so I can get at least one path completed of Risen. So I can go to Risen 2, which will be a new game. But you know, I will also go redo Gothic 1 just on one path. Go to the second game, third game,
There's
and
something
such.
here about magic.
And just focus mainly on getting as many games done as possible. Instead of, you know, doing all 3 parts and such. That's just a bit too much time consuming.
Now who could teach me to pick locks?
No, I don't need to learn how to pick locks. Oh wait, anti-magic crystal. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Telekinesis. I don't think I will be able to get past that. Gem crystal with opening locks, which will be a shame. Well, let's try it out nevertheless. I doubt it will work, but it's at least worth checking it out, because if I remember correctly, the crystal in the middle of the room is an anti-magic crystal.
Magic doesn't work
See?
here.
Because of this.
This crystal is radiating some sort of a strange force.
So I can't open those without lockpicks or opening locks. Spell scrolls. So I'll use the let me first get that skeleton, by the way. And I'm gonna get the opening locks to get to Master Abrax.
Yeah. This text is about magic spells.
My main focus is to be, you know, from now on onwards, is just to beat as many games
Who could teach me to pick locks?
many games as I possibly can, without, you know, the second path, without the third path, without all those things. What did open? I read this book.
Nothing here worth my time.
Already knew that, okay.
A magic barrier.
Telekinesis, magical spell protection, but no opening locks, which is too bad. But I will be able to make them later on. How many lockpicks do I have? I think that I got lockpicks, but oh. Where's the door? Here it is. Let's go to Master Abrax. for this I need to transform into a Nautilus. And of course I don't have it. Where was levitation? Let me get some free levitation capabilities.
The Nautilus spell produces a shell of energy that rolls around the mage casting it. The mage transforms, shrinking so they may enter small spaces. That could come in handy.
And in handy it will be indeed. Master Abrax, I'm coming for you. Poof.
Interesting. Here it says, the illusion spell. Aha! The necessary component is the tusk of a boar.
Have you brought me something to eat? Put it with the other plates. If I have time, I'll eat it later.
What are you doing down here?
Research. So don't touch anything. I've got it all perfectly organized.
Do you know? Do you have to work? Do you work down here?
Alchemy is dangerous. It's not something you do in a crowded street. You don't want people juggling your elbow or stealing your secrets. Besides, it's quiet down here most of the time.
Can I learn alchemy from you?
Ha! Young people, I want to learn centuries-old skills in an instant. It doesn't work like that. Alchemy must be respected. It demands time, concentration, and skill.
So there's nothing you can show me?
I didn't say that. I can show you a few principles, but don't think you'll be able to start research and experimentation straight away.
May I buy potions from you?
Yes, yes, I have an abundance of everything. Almost everything. Actually, my potion supply is very limited at the moment. I'm waiting for a new delivery of ingredients, you see.
Will you set a test for me?
A test?
I have to seek each master and pass a test for them.
Oh, well, I'm not really prepared. Let's see. Perhaps you could... No. What am I thinking? That's a bad idea.
Bad idea or not, I have to take a test.
Yes, but you also have to learn. Progressing up the order isn't everything. Testing and learning, the two aren't the same.
I will learn if you set me to a test.
You don't have the right attitude. A test is there to stretch ability, shape knowledge. An eagerness to simply pass is not appropriate.
Now, will you set me to my test? I'm keen to learn more of the Order.
First, we need to consider what you might be good at, eh?
I have passed Vitus's test.
Oh, yes. Good old Vitus. Well done. Is he still so uninterested in research?
I don't know.
I suspect he is. He was always more interested in the real world rather than the mind. So, passing Vitus's test isn't likely to impress me.
Whatever you will set me on, I will do.
Well, you have self-belief. Let's see if you have the skill, or maybe just the luck, to pass.
Then what's the test that you suggest?
Never have I met someone so keen to be tested. A test. I will give you a test. It won't require training you don't have, but it could be dangerous. I sent 2 novices to bring me some plants. Specific plants. The novices have not returned. Your task is to find them and bring me the plants. That is your test.
Searching for novices. How hard can that be?
It is a test. If you doubt there is a challenge to it, then maybe you have failed it already. The 2 novices I sent failed to return. Or have you forgotten that?
What do I do once I find the novices?
Send them to me, and make sure you bring me the plants.
Plants? Which plants do you need?
I have a list of them for you.
I don't suppose you could give me that list.
Well, of course, of course. Now, where did I put it? Aha, here it is. All the plants I require.
What are the novices' names?
Was Sirius, and, oh, what was it? Ah, yes, Craven. I sent them to the forest at the foot of the mountain. That's where I suggest you commence your search.
I have to find a list of ingredients for Master Illumar's test. Can you help me?
Ingredients? Is the old man experimenting with potions once more? I do hope not. He was never happy that he lacked my skill. Illumar should stick to scrolls. He's a master of those.
Can you help me get the ingredients for his scrolls?
Can I deal with a test set by Master Illumar? You're right to come to me. The scrolls and potions have some things in common. Both contain power, which anyone can tap. All that is needed for either a scroll or a potion is the correct formula, the ingredients, and a little knowledge.
Yes. And can you help me with the ingredients?
I was brewing potions when you were learning to crawl.
Scrolls as well as potions.
Scrolls? Oh, yes. Yes, I once worked on a polymorph potion. I studied the illusion scroll for that, as I recall. I probably still have it here somewhere.
So you know about the illusion scroll?
Well, I did. Knowledge fades when unused. There is a book about it around here. I forget where. If you can find it, by all means, read it. But please, don't mess things up.
I have brought you your plants.
Well, that was quick. You have performed well. Consider my test passed. But take this as an incentive to learn. You can go far if you study.
Thank you, Master.
What news of the novices?
I'm working on your test.
Good. I have need of these plants, but find those novices.
What can you teach me? Mana and alchemy. Okay, good to know. Let's trade. How much gold do I have? 300. 30. My staff is better if I'm correctly. 46 damage. I don't need arrows. Got the crossbow for that. I need that one for a quest in Harbour Town. I don't need light. Screw light. Telekinesis can become handy. Speed can become handy. Healing is most certainly handy. Don't need to broom anymore. There's something inside. Let me open that one. All in all, I would get 102 gold, 0.2. That's okay. You can keep the .2. Right, so let me open 25 pieces of gold. Let's sleep till next morning. Makes it easier to find the novices and whatnot, which is always good.
Sure what the point of living is.
Alright, a turkey, which are gonna cost me about 200 pieces of gold. Let me prefer to get it on strength. Hey Enzo, you need the tusk of a boar to create an illusion.
Excellent. To create a Nautilus scroll, all you need is an old empty Nautilus shell.
Thanks. I will not purchase the quill. 250 pieces of gold, and it's insane. I need to know the ingredients to make scrolls. Do you have a list of them?
No. I expect you'll find something in the library.
I've already been there and already found it. About the theory. How do I learn about these spell ingredients?
Through study. You will find the knowledge you need in books and in the minds of other students. If you help them, I dare say they will be inclined to help you.
Right, so what are the spells for the first runic seal?
There are 6 spells based on the power of the runes. Magic Light and Light Healing are basic spells for any mage. Telekinesis and Transformation into the Nautilus are the most powerful spells. And there is also Illusion and Jest.
Did you say jest?
Indeed. You will learn the effect of this spell in due course. For now, concentrate on learning the spell components.
I know the ingredient for the light scroll.
I know.
A very useful scroll. So tell me what is needed to create the scroll.
A couple of gold coins.
Very good.
I know the ingredients for the illusion spell.
And that would be?
The tusk of a boar.
I also know the ingredients for the Nautilus transformation
I-
spell.
Please continue.
The empty shell of a nautilus.
Correct. This spell is very powerful. So those shells are much sought after.
I know the ingredients for light healing.
And it is?
Healing herb.
Still need a few. Hey Erlan, I know the ingredients you need for a Nautilus scroll.
Great, I'll trade you. What spells do you need to know the ingredients for?
Telekinesis or Jest. I think I already know the telekinesis, so can you tell me what I need for a Jest scroll?
For this spell, you need a pearl.
Right. To create a nautilus scroll, first you need an empty nautilus shell.
I should have thought of that myself.
Will you sell me the other knowledge I need?
At a price. It took me a lot of work to get this stuff.
200 gold pieces. Really? No, thanks. I'll get it at one done once I've given the turkey.
What?
Which cost me about 200 as well. Alright, so let's see if I can talk with Ash.